Hey guys, this is the Fort Worth Clock Guy, and I thought I would get back in the swing of things of making videos. I know it's been a while. It's actually been since January the 15th, so it's been a little over 2 months now since I've actually made a video, and I didn't realize how long it had been, so I do apologize for that. Sometimes life just gets in the way, and pretty much the entire month of February, we just had a sickness going around the house, passing from child to child to adult to child, and it just wasn't very pleasant. So rather than torture you guys with coughing throughout an entire video, I just waited until I felt better. And I'm not 100%, but I'm certainly a lot better than I felt. So I thought I would share with you a few of the items that I've picked up since my last video. And as you can see, everything on the table here is new to the collection. And just kind of go around the horn real quick. This is an EVO 16, and this is Victorinox, and it is modeled after a Wanger model. And this is a gift from Knife Techs, and this is the first EVO grip that I've had. And I'd always been interested in this style, and I just never really picked it up because I wasn't sure how these would hold up over time. And Knife Techs assured me that these were in for the long haul. So he sent me one so I could try it out, and I actually really like this knife. So moving on, I've got a mini grip here, and I did have a mini grip in the collection a long time ago. It was a different version, one that I wasn't quite as fond of, and this one, when it came up for sale, this is a used item, but I think it's in excellent condition, and this one just caught my eye for some reason. I just really liked the black on black blade, and of course the opening hole. And it is very smooth, so I've really enjoyed having and carrying this one. These three are all compact models. I used to have a compact, and then I ended up giving it away. In fact, I gave it to Knife Techs and missed it. So I ended up buying one, and in the process I found two more for a really good price, so I ended up getting two more. So I've got two that I actually carry, and then one that's just kind of in the box. This is an Eagle Tack, and it is the model, let's see if it'll focus here, D25A Ti, and I used to have the version that was a CR123, and I ended up selling it just because it was a little bit too thick for what I like to carry. I like the more thin, streamlined flashlights, and I've been carrying my Preon 1 for so long, I just got used to that size, but I did really miss this particular flashlight because I loved the modes on it and I like the style of it. And this one I ended up just picking up because I wanted to try a AA version. So this is the AA version of the same flashlight that I had before, and I really enjoy having this one. I've been carrying this one a lot too. This is a Skyline, and actually, believe it or not, this is the first Skyline I've ever owned, and one came up on a website, woot.com, for a great price. I think I paid $25 for this, so I figured I better give a Skyline a chance, and I'm glad I did. I'm really ashamed that I never had one in the collection before now. This has been a great knife, and really the only thing that has held me from getting this knife before is the pocket clip, and I'm still not a huge fan of the pocket clip. I just think it rides too high in the pocket, and if you're going tip up, it rides even higher. So I'm not a huge fan of the pocket clip, but as far as the knife goes, I really do like the knife. So I'm glad to have that in the collection. This, I believe, is another gift from our friend Knife Techs, and this is a Bantam Alox, and a very thin 1-layer blade, and the combo tool, which I'm a huge fan of. I wish there were more models that had this. In fact, the compact has this tool, which is what attracted me to the compact. Just that very simple design. This is a gift that I got yesterday from the Fort Worth Colt guy. And I gave him a knife that he had kind of been wanting a while back, and then he wanted to return the favor. So he ended up getting me this knife. It's the Recruit. So it's an 84 millimeter Victorinox 2-layer knife. In fact, this is kind of modeled after, not kind of, it is modeled after the Tinker. It just doesn't have the bottom layer of tools. So very simple design, but very useful. I really like this one, and I think I have a good purpose for that. Browse Bionic. This is the first generation. If you're familiar with my channel, I used to have one of these in a green, and I really like the green. I ended up selling it just because I didn't think I would carry it, because I had a few other knives that I carried more frequently. And I ended up selling off a bunch of knives just because I didn't want a huge collection. So I kind of thinned out the herd. And this is one that came up on Instagram, and it was at a really good deal. So I couldn't pass it up, and thought I wanted to give the Bionic a second chance because I do remember liking it. There were a few things I didn't like about it, but I think there's, a little bit about every knife, that there's something that you don't quite like or don't quite love. But overall, I think this is a great knife, and I'm glad to have it back in the collection. And it is in a very cool red color as well. So glad to have that back. I have a ton of these little 58 millimeter classics with the classic SD. And I picked this one up because it was a unique color that I didn't have in the collection. It's kind of a goldish color. I'm not sure, yellow, but I'm not sure exactly the color, but I thought it was really cool, so I picked it up. And the final one that I've gotten, this was also a gift from our friend Knife Tex. He knows that I am a huge Alox fan, so he's feeding the beast, so to speak. This is just like the Farmer. This is the Pruner, or it's the Pioneer Pruner, and it is exactly like the Farmer, except instead of the can opener, it has this pruner blade, which I think is very cool and unique. And I've actually used this blade a few times, and I really like this. I wish they kind of had it on more of their models. It still has the can opener, the saw, which is a great saw, the Pioneer blade, and the awl. So it's exactly like the Farmer. It just has this one different tool, which I really like. So anyways, just wanted to kind of give you a quick update. If there's anything on the table that you'd like me to do an in-depth review on, please feel free to leave a comment, message me, and I promise to get back into making videos. I really do miss it. I've been watching tons of videos. I just really haven't had the time and energy to actually make a video. So I do apologize for that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Fort Worth Clock Guy out.